If you own a 2007 to 2012 GL450 or GL550 with the M273 engine, there are 3 little pesky fluid leaks that you're probably going to have to deal with once your car hits 100,000 miles. Let's face it, these cars are getting older and almost all of them have that kind of mileage, and I see these little leaks just kind of get neglected. One is, I believe, critical, the other 2 are pesky. These are the 3 parts you need to replace, less than $30. It's something you can do yourself. This is the gasket for the oil cooler, prone to leaking out the bottom, and if the car has high mileage, it can leak between these chambers here, allowing coolant to get into the oil or vice versa. This is the O-ring for the upper radiator hose, which goes into the thermostat, and this is the seal at the bottom of the power steering fluid reservoir where it goes into the power steering pump. Because they're rubber, they're old, they start leaking. And what's interesting is you can tackle all 3 of these jobs at the same time and get it done. And it'll be good for another 100,000 miles. So let me show you the solution I've come up with, a complete kit, so you can do this in one job. This is everything right here on this bench that I include in my kit. I'm going to call it the early first generation GL Pesky Fluid Leak Fix Kit. Now, here is the challenge. If you're going to change the oil cooler gasket, you have to remove the power steering tank and you have to remove the upper radiator hose. So why not change this O-ring seal on the radiator hose, and why not change this seal on the tank? But since the tank has a filter in it, why not change the tank? This is where the seal resides, where it pushes onto the power steering pump. And if you look down here with a mirror, it's very hard to see, but you'll start to see wetness around the bottom of this fitting here. Along with the tank, you're going to receive all the components you need to do a complete fluid flush. Not just drain out of the tank and let it go, but you're going to flush all the old fluid out of the hoses, out of the steering rack. The only thing I don't include in this kit is 2 liters of power steering fluid that you're going to need. I know what some of you are thinking. Some of you have done this job, says it's a pain. I don't ever want to have to take one of these tanks off again. And the reason is, let me explain. If you've ever tried to remove one of these tanks before, I think you can understand why you might not ever want to do it again. It can be very frustrating, can be very time consuming. So when I got into this, I developed some tools. I'm going to explain these tools here that'll help you get this tank off and back on in a reasonable amount of time. The first challenge are the 3 screws that hold it to the engine. Now, I provide the correct Torx bit at the right length. You can't get a socket in there because you don't have room to go in these holes or past this lip here. And if you get something too long, you're up against the radiator. So this is just the right length. You can even put a ratcheting, one of those small ratcheting screwdrivers on this. This is a standard bit. So this Torx bit, included in the kit, will help you get these 3 screws in and out very quickly. The big pain is to get this clip off down here. Now, I can't even show this on the car because it's hidden, but in the video instructions I include with this kit, you'll get to see how I pull it on and off on a 272 V6, which is very similar. But this clip goes in here and it snaps onto a groove on the nipple on the power steering pump. And you'd think, wow, I can just reach down in there and pull this off. Well, the problem is, when it goes on to the pump, it's on there so hard you can't reach in there. You can't even get a hold of it with pliers and pull it off. So what I did is I developed this pry tool. And you can see how this works here. You get down underneath, you only have a little bit of the C-clip sticking out past this nipple, and you can roll this in like this and just start pushing it. And look what happens. As you push it and twist it like that, you're going to get it right off. Now, the other problem is getting this back on. You'll reach underneath there, you'll push the tank on, You'll hook up the return hose, you'll get the screws in, you'll reach down, try to get this clip on, and you'll get it started in that position there, and you try to push that on with your thumb, good luck. And you really need to hammer it on, but you can't get a hammer art down there. So this is the tool that I've designed. You're going to use these little pieces here explained in the video to get this locked on here so it doesn't fall off. And you're going to reach down in here, you're going to get this started, and then you're going to get something you're going to pry against the frame, and you're going to pry on the end of this tool to push the clip right onto the pump. These three tools alone, I've just completed the job on this 2011 GL450, and I'm going to take you back and show you some of the things I had to deal with to complete it. But you'll see this is definitely something you can do yourself. I'm in the process of completing a 100,000 mile inspection on this M273 engine. This is a 2011 GL450 with 106,000 miles. And one of the things I believe that every engine should have changed at 100,000 miles is this gasket in behind the oil cooler, even if it's not leaking. Now this one has started a leak, but you have to be careful. If that gasket fails internally, you can mix coolant with engine oil. So this is one of my highest preventative jobs on the 100K inspection. I want to show you the gasket on this oil cooler that I just pulled off this GL450. Same situation, totally flattened. You can see that center section is starting to deteriorate, and then we're leaking oil out the bottom. On this GL, you have to remove the tank for the power steering fluid in order to change the gasket on this oil cooler here. So I want to talk about this because this often gets neglected. Some will tell you on YouTube, hey, don't bother changing the tank. Just change the fluid. Just suck some out, put some more in, drive it a while, suck some more out, put it in. But there's two reasons you want to change the tank at 100,000 miles. Number one, there is a filter in here. That's what filters the fluid. But even more importantly is by 100,000 miles, the seal down here is almost always starting to leak. And the only way to change that seal is to pull the tank off. So you might as well replace the tank with a brand new filter. And I know this is a real pain to do this job, but I've come up with two tools that I include in my kit. This is the tool which will allow you to get down in here and pry that clip out. If any of you tried to get the clip out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. This is an amazing tool which will help you get that clip out effortlessly, and then this tool will help you get it back in. I'm sure some of you have fought this forever trying to get that clip lined up and push it in. It's very tight and it's almost impossible to push it in by hand. So now I want to show you why it's not a good idea just to kind of pour some fluid in there, drive it for a while, suck it out, pour some more fluid in. I did a complete flush. Using the instructions included in my kit, I flushed all the old fluid out of the steering rack and the hoses. Look at how much came out. Look at how dirty this is. And it was almost 1 liter that had to be evacuated from the system before I even started to get clear fluid. And even then it's not 100% clear, but that's good enough. So I always do a complete system flush when changing your power steering fluid on your M272 and 273 engines. On these GL models, you're going to have to remove this upper radiator hose to easily get that tank in and out. And you always, and I repeat, always want to change these O-rings because they'll leak. They'll leak at 100K. That's one of the reasons why you want to, change the thermostats, because you're going to have to change this O-ring. So we have sets of 4 of these O-rings on my website. Just buy a set of 4 if you're working with these 272 and 273 engines.